Hello, my name is Matt Waelsche. I'm a librarian in the Texana Genealogy Department at the Central San Antonio Public Library. My colleague Andy Cruz and I will be talking about using death indexes to help you in your genealogical research. I'm going to discuss the Texas Death Index, and Andy is going to talk about the Social Security Index. For our purposes, I'm going to use Ancestry Library Edition, which is one of our SAPL databases. In order to access the library databases, from the library homepage mysapl.org, click on Services and Research and Databases, and then scroll down again to Databases. They're in alphabetical order, so Ancestry is near the beginning. Now typically it's a library use only database and has to be done on library computers, but during the pandemic you can access it remotely from home. So you click on this remote access link here, and it will ask you for your library card and password. Now if you use it in the library, under normal circumstances you wouldn't have to put in your library card and password. But click on Login and it will take you to the Ancestry homepage. There are a number of quick links from the Ancestry homepage, so you want to go to the Vital Records section, Birth, Marriage, and Death Records. And then within that you'd want to narrow it by the category Death Records. And in order to go directly to the Texas Death Index, click on USA and type in Texas Death Index. And then click on Texas Death Index here. And it gives you information on the collection. So it covers the years 1903, which was the first year the state started filing vital records, up to the year 2000. It lists over 7 million people who died in the state of Texas. There are a few dates that predate 1903 from local county level records, but the vast majority are from much later. And it's not comprehensive. A lot of times there are early death records that were missed. And it was compiled by the State Bureau of Vital Records in Austin, and you can contact them about getting a copy of an actual death certificate. So to use it, you would plug in a name, and it's first name first. And then click on Search. And it pulls it up, and you can click on View Record. And it gives you the name of the person, the date of death, and the county, and the death certificate file number. And this is a copy of the actual index listing of the computer printout. Now, they don't all have this. Sometimes they look different. So, for example, let me show you another one here. So for Lyndon Johnson, it doesn't go back to the actual index, but it pulls up the same information. It has the date of death, the county, and the name. And then there are also suggested links to other records, so you may be able to find information on where he's buried. You might be able to find a copy of his death certificate. If he died before 1982, Ancestry has scanned in copies of death certificates between 1903 to 1982. And if they are in the Texas Death Index, there should be a corresponding death certificate if it's before 83. So you can also find birth certificates, and it has links to federal census records and other different things. So that's how to use the Texas Death Index.
Hi, my name is Andy Cruz, and I am also a librarian in the Texana Genealogy Department. I'm going to demonstrate how to search the Social Security Death Index, also by using the Ancestry database. The Social Security Death Index is a useful tool for searching for death dates in states that do not make their vital records public. I will show you an alternate way to reach that database. Click on Search here at the top, Card Catalog. In the title box, type in Social Security. Click the orange button. You will see the Social Security Death Index listed right here. For my example, I will be using President Richard Nixon. Click the orange search button. You can see a number of Richard M. Nixons listed. If you're not able to determine which one is the one that you're looking for, you might need to consult other sources. I know that Richard Nixon was from California, and you can just mouse over View Record and show some basic information. This one has the Social Security card issued in Indiana, Ohio, Michigan, Ohio again, and California. So based on that, this is a good guess for the one that we're looking for, and this is President Richard Nixon. The Social Security Death Index is a database created from the Social Security Administration's Death Master File. This is an index of deceased individuals whose deaths were reported to the Social Security Administration. It has been kept since 1962, when operations were computerized. The index includes a few deaths from 1937 to 1961, about 50% of deceased persons from 1962 to 1971, and about 85% of deceased persons from 1972 to 2005. The record does not list the place of death. You'll see last residence here. This is the last place of residence that the Social Security Administration has on file. The death date, residence at time of death, Social Security number, and state of issue are usually reliable information since the information comes directly from the Social Security Administration's master file. However, please realize that errors may have occurred when the information was originally entered. Information listed for the name and birth date was provided by an informant and may be inaccurate. So in this case, Richard Nixon, we have his Social Security number, his birth date, the year his Social Security number was issued, and the state, his last residence, Westchester, New York, and the date of death, April 22nd, 1994. And that's how you use the Social Security Death Index. We'd like to encourage you to visit our Texana webpage at the URL listed on top. We've also posted a web address to our Beginning Genealogy LibGuide that contains helpful suggestions for getting started. If you would like to keep up with all San Antonio Library videos on YouTube, just click the red subscribe button below. If you have any further questions, please visit www.mysapl.org or call 210-207-2500. Thanks for watching.